Very good morning, students. Yes, in the last class we started to see voice. Yes, in the previous class I taught you what you mean by voice, and voice means important. Uh, According to importance, the term voice has been categorized or has been divided into two types. They are active voice and passive voice. Clear? Active voice means do your importance. Do your importance in the sense that the importance given to the person, one who is doing the action. Clear? Then passive voice. Passive voice means what? An importance given to the action. Clear? That is what passive voice. And I taught you how do we convert an active voice into passive voice or passive into active. For converting an active sentence into passive, we are following 5 steps. Step number 1, object is placed as a subject. Step number 2, according to the tense and number, an auxiliary design should be introduced. Step number 3, third main verb is introduced. Step number 4, preposition by is introduced. Step number 5, subject should be placed as an object. And for the second step, that is according to tense and number in the sense that singular and plural. For that I have given you a table. There I told you there are 12 tenses, but in case of voice, grammar, in a voice, only 8 tenses will be functioning. What are the 8 tenses will be functioning in voice? Yes, simple present, present continuous, present perfect, simple past, past continuous, past perfect, simple future and future perfect. These are the 8 tenses will be functioning in the grammar topic voice. And I told you the singular plural. In case, can anyone tell what is the auxiliary design if the tense is a present perfect singular? Yes, if it is a present perfect singular, the auxiliary design is what? Has been. If it is a plural, have been. So you have to bycut the table. Then only you can get good mark. And I have taught you change of pronoun. Clear? And I told you the passive types of passive. There are 7 passive. What are they? Single object passive, double object passive, passive with additional information, dummy object passive, command passive, question passive, auxiliary passive. And I completed single object passive. Single object passive means what? An active sentence which has only one object. Double object means an active sentence which has 2 objects. Command passive, yes, that is for imperative sentences. And the most important thing that if you are supposed to convert an active sentence to passive, you have to find that whether the given sentence has an object or not. If the sentence has an object, then only it can be converted into passive, which means that the verb should be in a transitive verb. The verb should be a transitive verb. Then only it is a converted. If there is no object, the sentence cannot be converted into passive. Clear? Yes. Now after this, today we are going to continue the another types passive. Clear? Today I am going to teach you the next one, that is the fourth question passive. Clear? Very good. See, in the previous class I taught you statement. For single object passive, double object passive, I took statements. Statements, assertive sentence, a sentence which has an ordinary meaning. And for command passive, and for the purpose of command passive, I took imperative sentence. Clear? But now we are going to see interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, you know very well. The sentence which asks questions. The sentence which asks some questions. Yes. Interrogative sentences. In interrogative, there are two types of interrogative. Yes, you know very well. WH questions and yes or no questions. Let me teach one by one. WH questions in the sense that the question word should be started with WH words like what, when, where, why, who, whom, like that. Yes or no questions, you know, other type of SR that is called polar questions, POLAR, polar questions. Polar question in the sense that the question should be started with an auxiliary verb, that is be form, do form, have form and models. What are the be form? Yes, am, is, or, was, were, be, become, been. Then do form, do, did, does. Have form, has, have, had. Models, you know, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. Clear? If any question start with this axle, that is called a polar question. Otherwise, it is called as what? The answer should be given in an yes or no. Clear? And we'll be saying one by one. Let us start with the WH type of questions. Listen. See the first one. How will you solve the problem? How will you solve the problem? See, this is what an question form, and also the question in the what? Active sense. See, how will you solve? Will you solve? So that the importance is given to the subject. How will you solve? So the importance is given to the subject. So that this is what an active question. Clear? Now we should convert into passive. As I already told you, we have to find the object first. So that we have to do what? Sentence pattern. Yes, you, that is what? Subject. Solve, main verb. The problem, that is what? An object. Yes, the sentence has an object. Problem is the object. And also see here we have an auxiliary. The auxiliary tells that the question which is in a simple future tense. Simple future tense. Clear? Very good. So that we can convert it into which type? Yes, question passive. We will convert into passive form or passive voice. Clear? So what is our first duty in case if it is an WH type? For few seconds, or we can separate the WH word. Okay, and we can add the WH word at the last. At the end of the sentence, at the end of the answer, we can add WH word. So until we can keep somewhere the WH word. And see, will you, if you remove the WH word, automatically the sentence become yes or no. See, will you solve the problem? So whenever you remove the WH word, automatically the sentence become yes or no. Clear? Yes or no question. So what you are asked to do, just replace the will after the subject, so that we can have a statement. You will solve the problem. So we are given a question sentence. So for the change of for changing the question active into passive, what the first duty we have done? We found the object first and we converted the question type into a statement. Clear? For converting a question into statement, what we have done? We just keep how in a remaining way, and will have to be replaced after the subject, so that the sentence become a mean the question become a statement. So now after converting into a statement, that is very easy to make into passive, so that you subject will solve verb the problem object. Clear? So as per step number 1, object should be placed as subject. So the problem. Step number 1 is over. Second step, according to tense and number. Tense, simple future. What's the tense here? Will solve. The verb is the will solve. So that this is what? Simple future. Will plus first form of the verb. So that this is what? Simple future. And the problem. The problem, this is singular. Simple future singular will be. That is the second step. The third form will be solved, main verb. Third main verb will be introduced. Then the fourth step, by. And last step, you subject should be changed as an object. So you, as here you. So the problem will be solved by you. And now we are changing the passive sentence into question passive. So what's the WH word here? How. Clear? So already I taught you in the previous classes, before the lockdown, I taught you the format of a question sentence. Okay, what's the format of question? Exclusive for WH pattern. WH word pattern. What's the WH pattern? WH word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb plus additional information, then question mark. This is what a WH pattern question, or pattern of a WH question. And yes or no. What's the pattern of yes or no question? Auxiliary verb, subject plus main verb, then additional information, and then question mark. Okay. So now we are supposed to write the answer in a WH pattern. So that what's the WH word? WH word first. Yes, we have a WH word. And an auxiliary. See here we have two auxiliary, will and be. We have two auxiliary. If we have more than one auxiliary, the first auxiliary should be taken. So that according to that rule, we will take will. How will. So WH word, auxiliary verb. Then the subject. What subject? The problem. How will the problem. The remaining, then main verb. Be solved by you. That's the answer. See, this is the beginner's level. Clear? Once you are given the WH question passive, what's the beginner level? You have to do convert the question into statement, then you can get the passive voice and then give the answer into question passive. This is what the basic level or the beginner's level. If you do it repeatedly, many exercises in question passive, you can automatically answer. Okay. See the same sentence. What sentence? How will you solve the problem? Apart from that, if we go for another sentence, we can go for another sentence for this interrogative type. Okay. How will you get the book? How will you get the book? For this sentence, yes, the same sentence, but what is changed? The verb and the object are changed. Remaining things are same. So you do this exercise repeatedly. so that you can do the answer in the first step itself. So you are requested to find out the subject first. Object, verb, will get is the verb. So as per the step number 1, the book. See the WH word, how. Clear. And the object should be first in the object should be placed as a subject. The book. Okay. How the book. First number step number 1 is over. Second step, will get, simple future. So that the answer is will be. So we have two auxiliary, so that the first auxiliary should be placed here. How will the book? The next be. Get, got. How will the book be got? Then preposition by and you. That's all. See, if you do this work repeatedly, the sense that transfer the question into statement and convert the statement into passive, then you can get the answer. This is what the basic level, beginners level. If you are given question passive, you have to do so many sentences, then you can do this in a single step. Clear? This is what a question passive. In question passive, I taught you what's it? Interrogative. See, let me go for another sentence. Who wrote Othello? What sentence? Who wrote Othello? See, this is also a WH pattern, but here we do not have the subject. Clear? But the subject is the answer. Who wrote Othello? I know the answer. Shakespeare wrote Othello. But here the subject is not given, whereas the subject is you, who. Okay? And wrote, verb. Othello, object. So as per step number 1, Othello. See, whenever you are given WH, that is who. Whenever you are given who, you can easily start with by whom. Don't forget. Okay, by whom. If the question is given in who, you can start your answer with by whom. Clear? By whom. So WH word is over. So next, auxiliary verb. Wrote, simple past tense. Okay, wrote is a simple past tense and the object Othello is a singular. Okay, so simple past singular. Simple past singular what? Yes, the auxiliary is was. By whom? Was. Over. Then subject. What's the object here? So object should be placed in the as a subject. So that Othello. Othello. By whom was Othello? The third form of the main verb. Write, wrote, written. That's a preposition by is placed here and who has been changed as a whom. So that by whom has been written in the beginning. That's all. See, who wrote Othello? By whom was Othello written? This is what the answer. See, if you do question passive in a regular or a repeated exercise, you do it. If you do it regularly, you can write the answer in a single step. Clear? Good. Now we move to the yes or no. In interrogative, we can go for another one. Did you write the test? What's the sentence? Did you write the test? This is what's the answer? Did you write the test? Your answer should be started with what? Yes. Of course, yes. If it is a no, no. Did you write the test? Yes, I wrote the test. So whenever your answer is started with yes or no, that is what a polar question. Nowadays it is known as yes or no question. So that I already told you in the beginning level or in the first type, that is in a question WH type. I told you just replace the auxiliary after subject so that it becomes an statement. So you is the subject, write, did plus write, wrote is the verb, test is an object. So as per the rule number 1, we should write the test, that is object, as a subject. The test. Clear? Next one. According to tense and number. Number, the test, this is singular. Tense, did plus write. This is what wrote. Did plus write is equal to wrote. So that past tense. You can easily get it here. Since did is a past verb, we can easily find that simple past singular. Simple past singular was. And third form of the main verb, write, wrote, written. Write, wrote, written. The test was written, preposition by. Then subject is an object. You. The test was written by you. But our answer also should be in a question, so that we have to take the auxiliary and replace it before the subject as per the rule. What's the pattern of yes or no question? Auxiliary verb. What's an auxiliary? Was. The subject, the test. The main verb, written. That's all. By you and then question mark. That's all. This is what yes or no pattern. Clear? And next we move to another type. So till now we have completed single object, double object, command passive, question passive, and now let me teach you auxiliary passive. Auxiliary passive in the sense that in a sentence, instead of the be form auxiliary, do form auxiliary, have form auxiliary, if we have models, how do we change? See the example. I can speak Hindi. I can speak Hindi. See here, the main verb, that is as it is there. There is no additional yes or es or en like that. The main verb in the first form. See here we have an auxiliary, that is what model. How do we change this type of sentence? This was an auxiliary passive. What's a formula we are following to do or to convert an auxiliary passive or an active sentence to passive in this form? What's the rule? See, Hindi, as per the rule, subject, verb, object. So step number 1, object should be placed as a subject, so that Hindi. Step number 2, according to tense and number. Here we have the verb is as it is, but we have what? This is what a model auxiliary. So that what is the model verb is there, the same model should be placed here. Hindi. Hindi, then same model can. Then we are advised to additionally add be. Okay, be. And this is what the second step in this method. Hindi can be. If it is here, another auxiliary, shall, may, might, like that. You can use the same model. Hindi can be. Then the third form, third main verb, speak, spoke, spoken. Hindi can be spoken, preposition by. first step, then last step, subject should be placed in object, me. Okay, so what's the formula? Object plus model or auxiliary plus be plus third main verb, and then by, then subject. This is what the formula for writing auxiliary passive. Clear? So I can speak Hindi. In this sentence, can is an auxiliary. In case if you are given a sentence like that, what we are advised to do? We are advised we should use the same auxiliary in the sentence for converting in passive also. Additionally, we are advised to add be, and after the same thing, third main verb, preposition by, then remaining three steps will be followed. Clear? This is what an auxiliary passive. Clear? Now we move to the next one. Dummy object passive. See, whatever the sentence may be, if you are supposed to use a dummy object, the dummy object is it. What is the dummy object? That is it. It is the it, it. That is the dummy object. See, I write a sentence. They say he is a spy. They say he is a spy. See here, you might know that you have the idea that this is like a reported speech. Clear? This is like a reported speech. The sentence should be like what? Reported speech. But we can convert the sentence into passive. How? See, they say, they is a subject. In your, as per the previous sentence, if we go, they subject, say verb. What is the object? He is an object. So he is a spy. So he is a spy. See, here we have a lengthy object, or here we are unable to find an object. But meaning wise, if we have an object, they say he is a spy. They say he is a spy. See here, they is a subject, say is a verb, and he is a spy. It should be clear in your mind. It should be taken as the dummy object it. So instead of writing the he is a spy as an object, we should give a dummy object for this. What's a dummy object? Already I told you, it. Okay, and we can convert now. This is, it is an object here. Okay, so as per rule, we should write what? Object should be placed as just subject, it. Clear? And according to tense, say, present tense, simple present, and it is a singular. It is a singular. Simple present singular. So auxiliary is. Clear? It is. Then third form of the main verb. Say, said, said. It is said. It is said that the remaining, he said that he is a spy. It is said that he is a spy. This is what the answer if you are given the sentence like that. For an example, the government, another sentence, okay. The government announces, the government announces the government announces the last date. The government announces the last date of the last date for renewal of ration card is 25/5/2021. See, the government announces the last date for renewal of ration card is 25/5. If you are given this lengthy sentence, how do you change? The government, subject, announces, verb. The entire thing is what? An object. So we are. It is not part. So if you are given this much of a sentence, or if you are given a lengthy sentence, in case the object is a lengthy one, in this case you are advised to use a dummy object. So for this entire object you are advised to use what? It. So it is, as per the rule 1, what's an object? It is the object. So our object should replace subject. It is. It. And see the tense here. Announces. Verb with the es. So that simple present. It is a singular. It is. Second step is over. And third form. Announces. Announced. It is announced that the last date of renewal of ration card is 25/5/2021 by the government. This is what? Dummy object passive. This is what? Dummy object passive. Listen, whenever you are given the object which is very lengthy one, or meaning wise it can be converted into passive, in such cases you should use dummy object. Clear? What's a dummy object? It. Okay, listen to the next one. Passive with additional information. Passive with additional information. See, listen. Passive with additional information in the sense that in a given sentence you have to find out subject, verb, object. If you have another informations, in the sense that if you remove the another informations, the main class will not be disturbed. Clear? For an example, I am playing cricket in the ground. See, in the ground is an additional information. I, subject, am playing, verb, cricket, object. So after the object, if we have another additional informations, if you can remove, see, if you remove this additional information, what you can have? I am playing cricket. See, I am playing cricket, that is what the main class. If you remove the additional information, the main class will not be disturbed. The meaning of the main class will not be disturbed. I am playing cricket, yes, it's an ordinary statement. If you add the additional information in the ground, whenever it is asked, where did you, or where do you, or where are you playing? In case if it is asked, I am playing in the ground. Clear? So additional information it's just like an adjunct. Okay, it is like an adjunct. You can keep it in the sentence, or if you want you can remove it from a sentence, but the main class will not be disturbed. Clear? That is what an additional information. If you are given a sentence like that, how can you change? See, as per the step number 1, cricket, object is placed as subject, cricket. Cricket is singular. Am playing, present continuous. Am playing, present continuous. Present continuous singular. What's an auxiliary? Is being. This is an auxiliary. Cricket is being. Then third main verb. Play, played, played. Cricket is being played in the ground. So you can write the additional information here. In the ground. Then you should add the preposition by, fourth step. Then me. That's all. See, this is what an additional information. Whenever you are given some additional information, you are supposed to write the additional information after the main verb. Then you are supposed to put the preposition by and write the subject. That is the last step. Clear? See, now you can take your English text. See the page number 76. In page number 76, you are having your voice and see some exercises. In page number 77, see there are some exercises. Clear? Task 1 and task 2, and apart from that you are having interrogation questions. As already I taught you, interrogation questions, making yes or no questions or polar questions. Then tag questions. Next class I will teach you tag questions. Yes, task 1, you are asked to do change the active into passive. Task 2, you are asked to change passive into active. Clear? See, let me read out the questions. The governor inaugurated the exhibition at 10 o'clock. See here in the sentence, the governor subject, inaugurated is a verb. The exhibition is an object. At 10 o'clock, this is what the last type, passive with additional information. The crowd, next sentence, the crowd expected the leader to arrive early in the morning. See the crowd subject, expected verb, their leader object, to arrive early in the morning. It can be used as an additional information. Who taught her computer science? This is what passive, question passive. They anonymously named Ravi the captain of the team. They anonymously named Ravi the captain of the team. They subject, named verb, Ravi, the anonymous captain, that is an object. The president gave the commander an award. The president, what? Subject. Gave verb. The commander an award, indirect object, direct object. Double object passive. So that for this question you can write two passive forms. Then next one, do not tell a lie. Command passive. Command passive, negative sentence. Please open the door. Command passive, positive. It is time to stop the work. It is time to stop the work. This is also the last one, the dummy object. They say he is a spy. Yes, the same sentence I taught you in a dummy object. One should keep one's promise. One subject should keep verb, one's promise, object. Single object passive. People burn a great deal of wood in winter. Where had you keep the book? Question passive. When did you feel the tremors? How did you do the experiment? See, these are all the exercises you are supposed to do as a homework today. So try to complete page number 77 and 78. The exercises task 1, task 2 as your homework. Clear? And Monday you will be having another test in grammar. The same way yesterday I have conducted. Okay. And don't forget, today you will be having your weekly test. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, I have clearly informed you, and I think you are all preparing for the uh, weekly test. And that's all, voice. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the doubt clearing class. And some other important sentences are there. There is a to form also is there to be read, like that. I'll teach you in another class. Okay, thank you. Thank you all.